I know things are not going to always go perfectly. People make mistakes. There's going to be quality checks all the time. We're always trying to make it better. And oftentimes, my siders are going to tell me, hey, paint is going to cover it. No, it's not. There's no excuse for you to do a poor job in some areas and a good job in other areas. What I like to do is I see that they're capable of doing work well in other areas, and then I compare that work to other areas that are maybe not as good, and I hold them to their own standard, making sure that they're doing quality work. And I just want to point some of them out to you. So over here, you can see that they have caulking underneath the siding. It's never like that anywhere else. And so that's going to be an eyesore, especially because it's at the face of the house. Typically, I'm not so hard on the guys, but because this is the face of the building, I'm definitely going to have them redo that and make it done right. Over here, you can see they cut it at a 45, which is good, but the caulking is just going all over. There's going to be that little chunk sticking out, and that's going to be visible after paint. I've seen this happen before. It does not go away with paint. Top right here, this should never be a gap this big. This is like a ½ inch of caulking. They needed to make that piece of siding a lot tighter instead of adding this much caulking. And this guy right here is even worse. There's flashing here. They took this hardy. There's literally an inch of caulking right there, and they needed to make that much tighter. They're gonna have to redo this whole piece. This is the face of the building. Super visible spot, huge eyesore. It's dripping on the roof, not good. Over here, we have another light block, and you can see that this caulking is it's just a huge caulking line. They cut this piece of hardy, and now they try to hide it with the caulking. Nah, not gonna fly. This could have been a pretty big mistake, but luckily this part of the building is gonna be light. But whenever you are installing black windows, you want to go with black caulking almost always. Luckily this time I am going to be painting actually almost white, everything but the window, so it's going to be okay. This gap right here underneath this window is absolutely insane. This is literally a ½ inch to 3/4 of an inch. This is way too big to be tolerable. Over here, they have a piece of damaged siding. This is going to be visible. I want to make sure they get that replaced. Again, right in the most visible spot of the whole place, you can just see piece of damaged siding. Not good. This is just carelessness. There's literally a giant piece of caulking stuck right there to the siding. They're just wiping their gun. It's never a good idea to lower your standards and just say paint is going to cover it, because paint will not cover it. Any imperfection you see now, paint is going to multiply it, because it's going to be perfectly flush, and then it's going to be a little hump, and it's going to keep going. Over here, at least you can kind of imagine that, oh, it's going to be painted, it's going to look better, it's going to be one same color, it's not going to stand out as much. It will stand out. Make sure they do it right the first time around.